Hello everybody, Jake here and welcome to the hobby. I am back with some of my recent collection purchases and we got a lot of cool stuff to go over in here. Lots of Pokemon singles from all kinds of different sellers from all corners of the whole entire universe. As well, we have tons of sealed products. I'm pretty sure this one is a booster box and some other stuff. I'm guessing like booster packs and whatnot. Frankly, I'm not sure what's inside some of these, so it's going to be fun to open these with you guys. As well, we also have some PSA Graded returns. You can tell it's PSA because of the way that it's sealed. I know for sure what's in here. I think these are my 1996 Kobe Bryant rookies. So not Pokemon cards, but these are really cool, and I'm going to tell you right now that the minimum ROI or return on investment for these is $3,000, and on the upper end, if all of these are PSA 10, then we're looking at an ROI of 30 to 40k. That's right, Jake might hit the absolute jackpot with these. I'm going to timestamp when these are open in the video if you want to look at it. Really, if you are into collectibles, then seriously, this is going to rock your world because it's going to open up so many windows for you into how people actually make money grading Pokemon cards or grading sports cards and making money in collectibles, because this is something that I'm going to tell you right now, anyone who's interested with any level of income can start doing. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and let's get right into cracking these packages open. First package, this one looks pretty unique. I've never seen a package sealed like this before because it's sealed inside of a flat rate envelope, but it's definitely not an envelope. It's definitely like a full-size package. So I don't know if this is a loophole to get cheaper shipping from the United States Postal Service. If it is, that's honestly, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, if that's something that people can do. I mean, I guess if you're trying to lower your shipping costs, that's definitely one way to go about it. And what do we have here? We have ourselves an Ultra Prism booster box. Yeah, these are now pretty much infamous for their recent reprint. This is the only Ultra Prism booster box I have inside of my collection. I definitely wanted one, and there's probably not going to be a better time to purchase one than right now. I actually overpaid for this one. I think I paid around $200 for this Ultra Prism booster box, but that's totally fine. You know, this booster box is going to be in my collection for the next 10 to 20 years, so I'm going to be very patient with it. I'm not expecting this to go up in value or anything like that. If it does, that's fine. If it doesn't, no big deal. It's just a nice piece to have inside of my collection. Very cool. I'm glad to have it. Next package, this one is from GameStop. I know a lot of people ask me where I purchase my Pokemon cards, and I'll be honest, I purchase them from the exact same places that you might purchase them from. Nothing special, you know, major box retailers as well as local game stores and online retailers, same place that everyone else does. And oh yeah, these are the super cool double pack blisters that I have been recommending recently. These cost $4, so for the price of a single booster pack, you are getting 2 booster packs. I believe all of these contain a Sword and Shield Darkness Ablaze booster pack as well as a base set Sword and Shield. So yeah, interesting that they didn't really put any packaging material in here. They just sort of shoved these in here. We got quite a few of these that I purchased, and these were such a good deal. You know, I know a lot of people have been talking about them. Some people say these have amazing pulls, and other people say they have terrible pulls. I've heard, you know, stories from both ends on how well people are getting stuff inside here. And the truth, once again, is probably somewhere in between. These don't have the same pull rates as a booster box. Inside of a booster box, you're pretty much guaranteed to get a certain amount of pulls. But inside of these, it's really hit or miss. You know, they're so random. But I'm definitely going to open these with you guys, and we're just going to see how good these double blister packs really are. when we open up enough of them, we'll get a pretty good ratio on the pull rate. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I can already hear people in the comment going, "Oh, Jake, I can't believe you spent $200 on an Ultra Prism booster box. That's so much." And it is, but I'm really thinking long term, so not too worried about it. Oh yeah, check that out. A Rayquaza GX shiny from the Hidden Fates promo premium collection box. Let's see if we can check out the quality of this single. This was one of the cards that I recommended in my recent videos for what I think will spike, and it has really spiked. I don't know if you guys have checked on the prices of this card recently, but it's gone up tremendously. And I'll be honest, that's to be expected. This card is not really something you can pull. It's only available in the Hidden Fates Premium Collection, and those are selling for around $150 a box. So no one's going to be purchasing one of those just to pull this card. They're going to try to purchase it when they can. So it was just really obvious that this card was going to go up in value because it's just not something you can really expect to be at $10 forever. We're going to gently pull it out of its sleeve and check out the card surface. This is an easy way for me to check to make sure a card looks good for grading. I will let you guys judge the centering, but in general, I think this one is pretty good centering. There is absolutely no damage I can see on the surface, so that's pretty good. Last check is the back. The back you can really see the centering on, and this one looks pretty good. I see a little bit of whitening right there, if you guys can see that. A little bit of whitening right on the very top left corner. But in general, this card is definitely near mint. That was the condition that I purchased this card for. I purchased this for around $15. That was my recommended price for this card. I think you're going to be hard pressed to find one at even $30 nowadays. Next package. Let's see what's inside of this one. And we have, ooh, check that out. Another beautiful Rayquaza GX. When I go on a purchasing binge, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't purchase just one card. I definitely purchase 2 or 3 just to really stack them up. In case you don't get a single PSA 10, you want to have a couple of chances at it. And sometimes sellers will say, "Hey, my card is mint." And then you purchase it and you look on the back and you see a massive scratch mark or something like that. So you definitely want to purchase a couple just in case. That's the way I like to do things as a collector. And I know, shocking, right? Jake is purchasing cards that he also recommended. I feel it would be weird if I recommend a card and I didn't purchase it, you know. I want to ride the same collector train as you guys, so if I recommend it, I definitely want to enjoy the rise with you guys, or if we fall, then we fall together. Wow, man, did I really go crazy. I didn't realize I purchased that many. Wow, that is super cool. So many Rayquaza GX. Like I said, I saw these were going for around $15, and I just thought, you know what, that's just too cheap. They're worth well over that just because of the cost of opening one. The cost of getting one is just not easy. So you have to pretty much, oh yeah, check that out. An Arceus, Dialga, and Palkia God card from, wow, wait, there's 2 in here. Oh my goodness. We bought 2 from the exact same seller. These ones are much more risky, I'm going to tell you right now. The Rayquaza GX, I thought that was a really good idea to collect them because they're just super cool. But the alternative art version of the Tag Team GX card for Arceus, Dialga, and Palkia is a little bit different. This one is much more of a shot in the dark in terms of a good collectible or not, because this card you can still pull inside of a pack, and you can still find booster packs of Cosmic Eclipse, the set that this card is in, for, you know, $4 online, so anyone can pull this card. I believe the going price for this card when I purchased it was $50, It might have gone up, it might have gone down. I haven't really been tracking it. I just thought this card was super cool. I did pull one of this card in my pre-release event, but I played with it. I played with the card, so it's definitely not a mint condition alternative art card. So I wanted to purchase a couple of copies to get graded and get PSA 10 because I really want a gem mint version of this card. It's so cool. You just don't see cool cards in English very often. It's usually Japan that it gets all the cool art. Like, just look at how much that glistens. It's a beautifully designed art card, and this card is really good condition. I don't see any major flaws with it. You might be able to spot a little bit of a white speckle right there. That might hurt it, but overall, this is a solid condition card. I'll probably get this graded. If it comes back as a PSA 9 or a PSA 8, you know, no big deal. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. The more large shot in the dark is that I purchased this for $50, which is a much more risky price point than the Rayquaza. The Rayquaza I purchased at $15, and that's a great price point. But these Arceus, Dialga, and Palkia at $50 is a very high price point. Yeah, especially for a modern card that you can still pull inside of any booster pack. At that point, you know, you're really playing with fire. But I only purchased 2 or 3 copies of these, and in general, I'm going to enjoy them. I'm not going to worry too much about it in terms of the price. The price isn't a huge deal to me. I just wanted to enjoy some beautiful cards, and that's what we got. This is a solid seller. I don't know who I purchased this from, but yeah, I'll be honest, they said these were gem mint cards, and looking at the condition of them, I agree. This one, it looks like the centering is a little bit off. The other one, there's a little bit of whitening on the back, but in general, both cards are in great condition, so I'm glad to have them. Final singles package we have here. This one, gonna be a bit of a mystery. It might be another Rayquaza card. It might be another Tag Team GX art card, or it might be something completely different. I'm not, you know, entirely sure, but it's packaged really well. So I'm gonna guess that I spent at least $50 on this card if they, you know, put it through this much packaging. Gosh, look at how insane this is. They really sealed it. Triple layer. I'm always astounded by what people do to make sure that the card comes to me in the right condition. Oh, check that out. That's a little bit of an obvious peek at what card is inside here. Just gonna check to make sure. It's literally one Pokemon card, and they package it like that. It is a holographic rare Charizard from XY Evolution. XY Evolution is officially out of print. Surprise, surprise, after 4 years, Pokemon has finally stopped printing it. And I never pulled the holographic rare XY Evolution's Charizard. So I definitely wanted to get a couple of copies of it and see if I could get a PSA 10 version. The PSA 10 version of this card is going for over $1,000. The ungraded version is going for, you know, $50. So there is some profit value if you can get a PSA 10 version. And I'm telling you right now, this is not a PSA 10. Just looking at it, yeah. Yeah, you can see some serious whitening right down there in that corner. This is definitely not a perfect condition card. So this is part of the lemons problem, if you've ever heard of the lemons problem. The idea is pretty much the seller knows the condition of the card. So if they have a PSA 10, they would never sell it. They would only sell you a copy of a card if the condition is a lower quality than what they're asking for. So you would never make money is the idea. And this is a great example of that, where the seller clearly knew that this card was not mint, but it was close enough to pass for it. So they're going to sell it. And this is not a card that I would send in for grading. This is going to be a binder's copy. That's totally fine. Like I said, I never pulled the XY Evolutions Charizard, even though I pulled so many other cards and I opened so many XY Evolution booster packs, but that's totally fine. This is a great binder's copy, and I'm going to hold on to it for, like I said, 10 to 20 years, and we'll just see how well the price is then. Next package. This one is kind of an oddball. It's way too light. So it might be a single. It might be like some vintage booster packs. Who knows what's inside of here. Well, we'll know soon enough as soon as I open it. So let's see what is in this next package. And that is not Pokemon card. What did Jake buy this time? Looks to be a Funko Pop. Man, does anyone collect Funko Pops anymore, or is it just me? We have ourselves a Avatar, The Last Airbender, Zuko, signed by the voice actor Dante. That is super cool. Wow. Yeah, I'm trying to collect right now all of the Avatar The Last Airbender Funkos in their signed version, and check that out. PSA authenticated. Yes, that's right. PSA works well outside of Pokemon. Pokemon is actually their more side gig. So Pokemon grading is not what normally PSA does. PSA does a lot more sports authentication, signature authentication, memorabilia, that kind of stuff. But this is super cool. I even love what the voice actor wrote on there. I want my honor. Gosh. I'm trying to get the whole entire set signed by the cast, and this is the Zuko Funko signed by the voice actor. So it's a little bit more high end, and this is right up my alley for something I would like. You know, most Funkos are just a little bit too easy to purchase. And if you want a chase in Funko, you really got to go out and look for them. I don't have a lot of Funkos, but Avatar The Last Airbender is an absolute great show. And all of the signatures would be absolutely great to have. You just don't see a lot of Avatar collectibles, so the Funkos fill a great spot for that. This is a great purchase. I'm really glad to have this. It's definitely going to go onto my display. Alright everybody, here is the moment of truth. We're going to look through our PSA returns, and I already stated that these are my 1996 Kobe Bryant rookies. So I'm going to break down the cost for you, the value of the card, and how much of a return we got. Like I said, this package alone, I estimate that our return on investment, so how much value gain, is at a minimum $3,000. And at a maximum, if all of these cards are PSA 10, then we're looking at a $30,000 to $40,000 return. And I only sent in a total of 7 cards. I don't know what the grades on these cards are yet, but yeah, we're going to go through them together, and I'm going to explain to you how it really works. So this is a great insightful process for you guys if you want to learn how to make money in the collectible trading card world. So very first card, we're going to check it out, and it is a PSA 7. That's totally cool. I expected that. I don't expect all of these to be PSA 10, so I'm going to break down the cost for you right here. I purchased these cards around 6 months ago in February when Kobe Bryant passed away, because I'm a huge fan of his. I think the cards are really cool. 1996 is the year that Pokemon came out, so there was just a lot of reasons that I wanted this particular card, and a PSA 7 is totally great. That is a huge profit for us. So I purchased this card, or the average cost that I spent on these 7 cards was $110. That was our landed cost. That is the cost of buying the cards, taxes, and shipping. So $110. And the cost for grading this card is $20. So the total cost that it cost me to purchase the card and send it to for grading was $130. Pretty expensive. I know a lot of people are shocked at a grading cost price of $20, but I'm going to tell you right now, that is pennies compared to how much value we gain from grading this card. A PSA 7 Kobe Bryant rookie card is currently going for $400. So that's our value on this card. We net around $270 in terms of value or return on investment just by grading this card. Incredible. So PSA 7 right off the bat. I sent in 7 copies of this card, and we're going to hope to see we got at least one PSA 10. That would be mind-blowing. Next card, and we have, whoa, a PSA 9 of the exact same card. So once again, my average cost for this card was $110 and $20 grading. So this is $130 cost to me, but a PSA 9 Kobe Bryant rookie is currently going for, get this, $1,000. That is an ROI of $870 on this one card. If I would be stoked out of my mind if all of these cards are PSA 9. It doesn't even need to be PSA 10. We made money regardless of what grade this card got, so that's a great value on us. So you might ask me, Jake, if there's so much value in this and so much arbitrage, why don't people just keep the cards and grade them themselves? Well, there's a lot of risk in that. Like I said, I purchased these in February, and the price for a Kobe Bryant rookie in February was not that expensive. He's gone up a lot in value because Kobe passed away and he's now a Hall of Famer. So a lot of people are trying to get his memorabilia, and it's very difficult to get a rookie card right now for a decent price. Next one, right on, PSA 8, near mint to mint. So that is totally fine as well. Once again, cost is $130, and a PSA 8 Kobe Bryant rookie is currently valued at $600. So a nice little bit of profit for us. Overall, you guys can just see how much the value is starting to stack up. The cost for us to get these graded is literally pennies compared to the value increase. Hey, this one's even better. We got ourselves an 8.5. So once again, cost $130. Profit, pretty decent. We actually have to sell the card to get a profit on it. So right now, I'm going to keep these as a ROI, so return on investment. An 8.5 is currently valued at $700. So we'll keep the math coming. Next card, another 8.5. Did we get a PSA 10? I'm really helpful because we still got 2 more tries at a PSA 10. But yeah, 8.5 is totally cool. Once again, value of $700. Next card. Oh, there it is. PSA 10. What a beauty. Wow. You know, I'm gonna tell you right now, I can't really tell the difference between this card and an 8.5. Like, if you compare these two right next to each other, why is one a 10, one's an 8.5? I'm not an expert on it. Someone else is, and they say that this is a PSA 10. So I'm going to tell you right now, cost on this card, same as all the other ones, $130. The average cost of me purchasing these cards was $110. Some of them I purchased for as low as $65, but some of them I spent as much as $150. So average cost $110. A PSA 10 Kobe Bryant rookie is currently going for conservatively $4,500 on the low end. And on the top end, we're looking at more of a $6,000 card. This is immaculate. A Kobe Bryant rookie for me only costs $130 to get graded, but the return on investment on this card is absolutely insane. $5,000, guys, is how much this card is currently going for. That's so much value. Like, imagine if all of these were PSA 10 and you're looking at a $40K to $50K return. That's massive, massive. And what if I had purchased, what if I had more money and I purchased like 30 or 50 of these? You might look at $100K return on investment. So yeah, It doesn't take much to start. Here is another PSA 8. That's totally fine. Icing on the cake. Most likely, I'm going to keep the PSA 10. That's the card that I wanted. This PSA 10 is going to go into my personal collection. And even though it's worth $5 grand, I'm not going to sell it. It's a beautiful card and I wanted to have it in PSA 10 condition. But the PSA 8 and this one I could see right away why it's a PSA 8. The centering is definitely a little bit off. Like there's just way more whitening on the top than on the bottom. So yeah, this one makes sense as a PSA 8, but once again, doesn't matter. This is an easy $600 card at only $130 cost. So overall, if you subtract out the PSA 10, but we're going to keep it of course, and you look at just the other grades, you're looking at, you know, well over a $4,000, $5,000 returns on just these cards, not including the PSA 10. Once you include the PSA 10, our net value is well into the stratosphere. So in conclusion, it cost us $910 to purchase and grade 7 of these Kobe Bryant rookie cards, and the total net value that we got out of having these cards graded is a total of $8,500 for a return on investment of $7,590, a massive increase in value from where we started at. And this is something that I would say anyone with a little bit of tenacity can do inside of the hobby. And it's a lot of fun, and it's definitely a nice little side gig if that's the goal that you're trying to go to. And if you have any questions at all on Pokemon cards or collecting in general, just know that Jake collects a lot of other stuff as well. I definitely collect some sports cards, Funko Pops, and whatever else. I even dabble in silver coins and other stuff because it's a lot of fun collecting, and I'm not just into Pokemon. So if you have any questions at all, feel free to leave a comment, and I'm more than happy to help you guys out. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.